Alright guys, what's going on? Yeah, it's March 29th and it is my birthday. And I just wanted to take a few minutes and just do a personal thank you to everyone who has wished me happy birthday. Truly appreciate it. And those of you that that are pretty close to me know that I don't get fussy over my birthday. So just imagine how you think I felt when all the different birthday wishes came over on my cell phone this morning, in my email. And gosh, a lot of activities occurred today that just pretty much overwhelmed me. So just to kind of break them down real quick, some of them were hilarious and some were just like, wow. You know my baby. Most of you know who my baby is. It's Tonya, and for the past like all month of March, I've been counting down. You know how she is about birthdays. It's really excited. So, she can ask me, baby, what do you want for your birthday? And I respond with, just continue to give me your love, or just want to lay on the couch with you, or let's go for a walk. Just simple things. Nothing. I never need anything because I feel like I have enough, and I'm pleased with what I have. So, of course, she didn't listen. She surprised me and purchased me some new DJ speakers, 3,000 watts. It's like being in a DJ heaven with those. So I've been created my own little mini club downstairs, our little workout area. We jam for those. When I walked in this morning, well, I woke up to my good friend Roxanne Mungin sending me a very nice text message, and they know I don't get too mushy, even though they say I do. I try not to, so I just blew it off. I just, whatever. But then I walked in and it was so nice. My room was quiet. Last year, I remember it just being filled with balloons, so I was like kind of nervous about walking in today. And I walked in and it was quiet, and I just closed my door thinking I was just closing everybody out until school starts. Didn't work. People were coming in. And then my students one by one started coming in, and I really wasn't even paying attention. I was at the front of the room preparing for the day. And I started hearing whispers, so of course my teacher ears popped up, and I just started looking, and all I heard was, shh, don't say anything, be quiet, be quiet. Then there was one student, I can't say the student's name, was just so overwhelmed and just was so excited. He just brought it up to me, and, he's from Bangladesh, and he goes, happy birthday, Miss Gooding. Yeah, and just hilarious. And he goes, open my card. Come on, open it. So they know I don't open cards, nothing there. And I said, okay, thank you, just go ahead and put it on my desk. And he did, and it was like my entire desk got flooded with birthday wishes. Several of them typed letters, personal letters, and was talking about bless you, honey, about their experiences with me as a teacher. And I expressed to them that you never know how much students like you until these moments, because the words that they write really express how they feel. And it was pretty touching. I had to hold it all back in. Anyway, so that happened, and then my room mom, God bless her, she rolled into my room with like a trolley cart, and it was like a big spread on there, balloons, helium balloons attached, and I mean, again, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't even started teaching. This is at like 7:15 in the morning. This is happening. So I was like, why? I don't need anything. But I wasn't surprised because she always lays it out. She doesn't take no for an answer. I knew they were going to do something because I was locked out of my room twice this week. So I'm sure I was, anticipating them doing something crazy to make me blush. But anyway, that occurred. And then again, my friend Roxanne sent a school-wide email to the entire staff, in her first line was, happy birthday to me. And then she went on with her message. Um, it was announced on the news again, so the entire school heard it again. And those are pretty loud. As I'm walking down the hall, two of my favorite counselors broke out into the happy birthday song and doing a little jig. If I was a very light skinned person, I would have been red all day. As I'm in my room, our custodian came down and sang the Stevie Wonder version. So, I mean, everywhere I turned, it was like a song coming. So then I visited one of my fourth grade teacher's room. Her entire class broke out to the song, so I closed her door and kind of cringed. I didn't want anybody to hear it because it's like a domino effect. So after that, we had a fire drill, and my class so happened to be with me, so I brought them outside, and we were waiting for the fire drill to be over. It was over. As I'm getting ready to walk the class back into the school, the entire playground, which was filled with students, began singing. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about shame? Oh my God. I could have really just crawled into one of those little playground hiding places, playscapes. I pretty much just stood in line with my kids. I went right in the middle of their line. They're about my height, so I just stood there and tried to blend in. But it didn't help because everybody was looking around at me and shamed. But I couldn't believe that. And then I came home and after expressing to my baby so many times, baby, don't buy me anything, I'm good, I don't need any presents. There on our bed is another gift propped up. I really don't fuss about my birthday, and I just want to say and express to you all, thank you so much for all the wishes. Right now I'm chilling at home with my baby girls, Stella and Gianna. Hi, they're over there on the couch. We're getting ready to watch some TV. No, baby, stay there because I don't like showing y'all on TV like that too much. No, baby, it's gonna be on Facebook, but it's like that, okay? Yeah, and you and your jammies, that's not for the world to see. So, no, we're not showing anybody right now. Give me 2 minutes, okay? I'm just finishing this up, all right? So, I'm at home where I like to be. Cook a beautiful dinner for my family, some spaghetti, one of my favorites. Um, we've eaten. I brought home some cake for them, and they've shared that. And my baby's at our other daughter's game tonight. It's her senior night, and then they'll be coming home and just gonna chill. That's pretty much all that I need. I don't need anything else. But I do know so that some of you showed an interest about what we're gonna be doing this weekend, and pretty low. Tomorrow night is for me and my baby only. Kids are going to be gone, so I had her cancel her plans, and I told her that I have plans for us, and we're going to be doing something by ourselves, unless she's tricking me. Baby, I hope you're not. And on Saturday, we're going to meet out some folks at the Club Echelon, so if you do want to see me or whatever the case may be, and I know some of you have asked, that's where we'll be Saturday night. All right, and then on Sunday we'll be at the All-American pageant, representing the Buchanans and supporting the Santiagos. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, what it's going to be like. But once again, just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I have to leave on this note. Well, you guys all see how I look. Kids, they're truthful, right? So as I was reading through my cards, I wish I could, what I'm going to do is take a picture of this because I know y'all not going to believe me. So as I was going through my cards, there was one that was made like a booklet, and as I was, sifting through the pages, I got to the last part where there was a representation of me, drawn representation by one of my students. It was so funny that it looked just like me. I had to run down to my friend's room just to share it with someone else because I'm like, nobody's going to believe this. What cracked me up the most is the picture was a man. It was a man with, but if you were to look at it, you'd be like, this is a man. And that's what my friend was like. This is a picture of a man. And I said, well, this is the image that they see because how you guys see me on when we do our Trey and Tonya Lavology is how I go to school, so what they see is the image that I portray. So the picture was hilarious. So I promise you I'm going to take a picture and I will post it because it is just hilarious. I thought it was just the funniest thing ever. But I got this fella. Thank you. But anyway, thank you all. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. I couldn't answer my phone for those of you who tried calling me because I've been in school and I've been teaching. I couldn't respond to the texts because I don't do that when I teach unless it's an emergency about my children and my family. But again, just want to say thank you. All right? Big Trey, saying deuces. One love.